PSA to all educators, especially elementary school educators, do us all a favor, society a favor, and stop breaking your kids up into boys groups and girls groups. Please stop doing it.
Everybody, Auntie speaks. Welcome back. If you like my content, please subscribe. It helps me quite a bit. So we're going to concentrate on elementary school teachers. I don't know about you, but in elementary school, I used to learn, reading, writing, math. That's not the case anymore. Let's check it out.
PSA to all educators, especially elementary school educators, do us all a favor, society a favor, and stop breaking your kids up into boys groups and girls groups. Please stop doing it, especially at an elementary level. For academics, for athletics, for all things, stop breaking them up into boys and girls groups. First of all, boys and girls are basically growing at the same level throughout infancy, throughout toddlerhood, and throughout elementary school. It's not until upper elementary where girls actually take off and grow quicker and stronger than boys that later catch up in high school. So this idea that they can't work together, they can't play together, it's not safe, it's wrong. It's not the correct idea. And it creates this idea that boys and girls are inherently different, which is something we're trying to stop in our society.
I might say this several times. This is an elementary teacher, and she does not believe that boys and girls are different. I've said this on many videos. I was basically a tomboy. Not even basically, I think in some respects. I thought I was a boy when I was a kid. I'm really glad that I did not grow up now. They probably would have, told me I was a boy and not a tomboy. But I hate to tell you this, lady. Boys and girls are different. And that does start in elementary school. Most girls start going through puberty at age 11, 12. If I'm not mistaken, that is elementary school. So not splitting boys and girls at all. Athletics, no. Not telling boys and girls that boys and girls are different. I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
These comments, so I figured I'd jump in and show one of the mini lessons I do through the year around inclusivity. So I usually start with this book, which I absolutely love. It introduces a variety of pronouns as well as multiple pronouns that someone might use. There's also a great video on amaze.org that goes into pronouns and how to respect people's pronouns. All these lessons are done in our morning meeting or in our ELA time because they're connected with writing and with reading. And they hit all our standards. This year's chart is a little wonky, but all of these are from the students. The description and definition I help them with, but then the what to say and how to correct comes explicitly from them.
Once again, this is an elementary school teacher. And one thing about the pronoun thing that I've just never understood, you use pronouns about people who are not with you. So why do you care what pronouns they use about you? Because you wouldn't be in the room. But once again, this is elementary school. Why are you spending this amount of time in class discussing gender and issues with these young kids? Look at this sheet that she's got on the page. What? Did it take you a couple of days? Once again, reading, writing, and math. That's what you should be teaching. It's like you put a spell on me, always on my mind. Okay. So, you should not be getting validation from your students. That should not be the highlight of your day. And I think we need to come up with a new rule. If you have multicolored hair, you cannot be hired as a teacher. Is professionalism completely gone out the window? You can have 5 different colors of hair, and then you can teach kids. I don't know. But come on, seriously, you can obviously see that this is a girl. This is elementary kids. How confusing is this to kids? I don't know what she considers herself. Agender, bigender, tridender, no gender, I already said agender, pangender, whatever. I don't care. It should not be in the classroom. And you should not get a high and dance around when students validate you, because then you are not teaching the right things.
So here are some recommendations for a 5th grade classroom library that have queer rep, where the queer rep is the main character. Middle grade is not my forte, but I do have some suggestions to try and give a wide variety of representation. Unfortunately, I ran into an issue where some of my books were at home and some of my books were in my classroom, so it's not going to be the most streamlined recommendation list. We're going to start off with Melissa's Story by Alex Gino. The author has requested that we change the name on as many of the books as possible in order to reflect the character's actual identity. So this one we've got a trans girl contemporary, middle grade.
Once again, this is books in the library for elementary school children. And they want representation. And I cut this off because she goes on for like another 2 minutes with all the different books that give quote unquote representation. You know, I really do not understand what is going on here. Transgender, before the trans trender craze, was like basically only a male thing that happened in like 1 out of every, 100,000 kids. It was like 0.01% of boys. And for girls, it was even less. And you want representation in books in an elementary school library? Why? For something that is such a small percentage of the population, why would you need books? Why would you need to talk about it? Why would you need to even represent it to children? What is going on here?
So, something that happened the other day was I was in class and the students all call me Coach Kelly. And a common question to ask is, why are you called Coach Kelly? Do you actually coach anything? And I'm like, yeah, I do. But you call me Coach Kelly because, I'm not a woman or a man. So I'm not Mrs. or Mr. I'm Coach. And most of the students are like, okay, cool, whatever. We're like, yeah, you look like a boy, but you still wear dresses, so it kind of makes sense. And then one student raises his hand and goes, well, my mom says that you can't exist because when you're born, the Bible says that you're born either a girl or a boy. And, yeah, and I was like, some people believe that. And as a queer Christian, that just breaks my heart. That something, like two identities of mine are being used to harm children, right? And then, it pretty much broke my heart, especially when a lot of kids in the class, agreed and said their parents said the same thing. And I know it's something in their parents, right? It's not, the kids are just believing what they're told.
Okay, I just want to break in there. Because this person doesn't realize that she just spilled the beans. And the beans are that when kids are young enough, they will believe anything that is told to them. These are elementary school kids. Most of them still believe in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. Kids will believe anything you tell them. So if you tell them you don't have to be a boy or a girl, if you tell them that, oh, if you're a girl and you want to be a boy, no problem, you can be a boy, they will believe you. Not only will they believe you, but they'll be completely confused. Why do you want to teach this to children? So you just let out the beans and you don't even realize what you just said. Because to you were like, oh, those Christians are teaching them just terrible, awful, wrong things. Oh, you mean biology, which was biology up until 5 seconds ago? You just released all the beans, lady.
He takes too long in the bathroom with the little kids. And I said, if you don't come back soon, I'm going to check on you. And he's like, well, you can't go in the boys' bathroom. And another one of the kids, who hates every single teacher he comes into contact with, said, yes, they can. They're non-binary, so they can use whatever bathroom they want. Because someone they love is non-binary, they're okay with it, right?
Okay, once again, getting validation like the validation from young children makes your day, gives me a warm, icky feeling inside, like an icky, like gross feeling inside. And then teaching kids that anybody can go into any bathroom. Oh, that's not going to create any problems. No. We haven't seen that create any problems at all. Oh, no. Okay, guys. New rule. If you have multicolored hair, then you can not teach kids. If you are confused about your gender, then you cannot teach kids. I don't even care if you present as a woman and you're a man, you're a trans woman, and you tell the class your name is Miss Juniper or whatever. I don't care. That's totally fine with me. I have no problem with that. I have a problem with the conversation being had with young kids. Because just earlier here, lady, you spilled the beans. That all this is an indoctrination. That's what this is. This is confusion for young kids. These conversations should not be had with young children. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. If you like this, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.